All right, welcome back. Last time we were just sort of looking for something to do because I didn't think I would be able to take on Radahn. And so we started the Shaded Castle. Now, the trick is I actually probably could take on Radahn now, so what I'm going to do, at least I think so, let me see what time it is. I got a little bit of time. So let me see if I can find a Site of Grace. If I can find a Site of Grace, we'll pause this. Or, who knows? I don't even know how much we have left to do in here. That's part of the trick. Oop. Now, he was trying to tell me. Of course, he put the message in a place where... Well, that looks serious. What are we doing for souls? 15,000 is... not nothing. Yeah, let me see if I can find a Site of Grace, and we'll see if we can give Radahn a shot, and then I'll probably forget we were here. I feel like there should be one around here, though. Where would I look? Now, it looks like there's going to be some yard work going on outside. It's kind of early in the morning here, which is why I sort of have time. It's a little bit before work. Everybody else is either asleep or doing something, so... But it also means that there's going to be a lawnmower behind me the whole time, so apologies. Okay, so I'm kind of curious. I feel like when I listen back, I can sort of hear it in the background. I'm always like curious about, I enjoy audio. It's tangentially related to what I do for my job. And I'm always, like I have a Shure SM7B, but this is not that. And I'm always curious, like, just how good the noise rejection is. Just how much can it reject? Like, can it reject a lawnmower? Probably not. But I've been told that I had I wasn't told that I had a fan on my desk. I had a fan on my desk, and I was told that, people talking to me on Zoom or whatever could not hear the fan. Not Zoom, but it was Discord. So, and that sort of surprised me. I was like, really? And I'm like, I figured you would have heard some of it. And they're like, no, I don't hear any of it. So, we found our Site of Grace. Let's give this a shot. I do not remember this fight much at all. I mean, I remember broad strokes of it, so it's very possible the first couple of times it would be like I get instantly murdered and go, oh, right, Radahn can do that. But if you remember, we sort of fought our way through the castle, and then Blythe told us, hey, we should meet up and do this fight. This sort of champions whatever. Oh, okay. Well, that took a turn.
players are all made up. I'm waiting for the curtain. Let's give them a show to remember, eh? Just don't you go dying on me. For Ronnie's sake, too. Into the fray together, eh? Let's see what you're made of. Into the fray together.
Champions! Welcome! The stars have aligned! The festival is nigh! General Radahn, mightiest demigod of the Shattering, awaits you! Champions! Prepare for battle! Defeat the General, claim glory, and grab that great rune! A celebration of war! The Radahn Festival!
All right, so I guess we're going to celebrate war, which is a thing that nobody should do.
You came. How delightful. Indeed, I thought I might find you here. By the by, do you know for whom this festival is being held? Well, it is none other than General Radahn himself. To think, I could face a great champion of the Shattering, a demigod in the flesh. Oh, in truth, I quiver at the thought. Such is his frightful repute. But the fear simply assures me the ordeal is worth undertaking. Be sure to get a good vantage, my friend. I, Iron Fist Alexander, do hereby vow to unflinchingly brave this ordeal.
Okay, so for this, we're going to be finally getting to some part of this area of the map. I don't know if it covers the whole part of this. I mean, it's pretty big, but I mean, you'll see where we're going. And it looks like this looks like kind of like the guy that helped us get into the capital. So I wonder if we had sort of encountered, like we collected his armor, but I don't think I've seen him. I wonder if we met these guys, if they would have shown up here in person the way Blythe, and honestly, I'm not sure who this is, or would they always be sort of specters? Looks like the guy running the show is up there, so let's start making our way through. Again, this is probably going to be an unmitigated disaster, and also I thought I was going to have more time. It might get a little tricky, so we'll see how long I can go for.
Young chum, the festival begins. See, when you are ready, come to me again.
Takes a certain type of person to get him to turn around to speak to you, I guess. I only said not yet because I just wanted to explore a little bit, see what was going on. So yeah, you can sort of see where we're heading in a second. Now, I don't know. I think that door is locked. Or maybe both doors are. So in that case, let's, yeah, I think we've sort of explored the little bits that we can explore. So let's go tell them we're ready to go and go get punched in the face.
Before we begin, allow me to paint you the full picture. General Radahn is cursed ever to wander. Eaten from the inside by Melania's scarlet rot, his wits are long gone. Now he gathers the corpses of former friends and foes alike, gorging on them like a dog. Howling at the sky. But now, we must make merry.
Oh, gathering of champions! The revels begin! The celebration of war! The Radahn Festival!
So the secret to my first attempt at this fight is that I did not actually really do the fight. And you'll see what I mean in just a sec. Okay, I guess that's the other door. I don't quite understand. So this is where we're headed. I guess I should have checked to see if there's anything on the way down, but I don't think there was to... Now, I've never tried summoning people for this. Maybe that would make it easier, because they could just beat the crap out of them for me, but, So he opens with, like, a bow and arrow shot. And then I think there's... Okay, that blocks. So what you do is you just start summoning. Nope. I'm gonna dodge this. And then summon another. Get on my horse, because why not? And then basically, I guess I should heal. You just summon as many of these people as you can. Oops, I'm hitting the wrong button, that's the problem. And you keep summoning. You see, just the whole team comes and shows up. And they're summoning in different spots. So you gotta sort of explore a little bit. And so you can see they're going down. And then their summoning signs come back. It's just a matter of where they show up. So you kind of have to hunt around, if that makes any sense. But you can also see we're losing people, but there's another summoning sign, I think. So you got to, yeah, you got to keep an eye out for the glow. Got the jar back. I don't know if he had already died. There's another one over here. I think. Maybe not. Get him back in the fight. Now, I don't know if Radahn's spear is actually something useful to use against him, or if it's just like it makes sense to have that be the thing you pick up because he's thrown him everywhere. So the only trick is I don't know how far and wide the summoning signs get. I mean, it's not the only trick. The other trick is not getting pounded into the ground, but okay, there's another summoning sign. No, don't follow me. I mean, I appreciate that, but you gotta get in there and fight Radahn. And okay, and you want to keep Radahn occupied because otherwise he's gonna start trying to kill you. Now, I don't know if I recommend doing it this way, but you can do the whole fight without actually fighting. If you can just find where these stupid signs are without getting killed, which I'm having trouble finding. And this poor creature keeps following me, and I need... Well, I wouldn't want to go against Radahn alone either, so I get it. Okay, we're getting some back here. Okay. So one thing I've never figured out is there a pattern to where the summoning signs shift to? So if you sort of have an idea of where they are, that might help. Okay, so since... I don't know if we can actually bubble on the horse. Nope, that's going to walk right into that. So you can see he's going to hit hard, obviously. But while he's distracted, let's get a couple bubble shots off if we're able to. I'm curious if bubbles are actually the way to go here, because you have to get off your horse, where I think with other spells, like the spell I heard is good as that sort of gravity rock one we had. And then I'm wondering if you summon human beings, would you not be able to summon the other people? Because you kind of want to do this whole fight on horseback. But I also kind of want to bubble him. I mean, I've seen people do it on the ground, so it's not impossible. I think he's out of range, though. He's too quick. Nope. Okay, let's see if we can get some more fighters in here. Oh, that's me. All right, I'll grab my stuff. And what's hard about this fight is that he's going to have a rough phase 2. Oh, does he get staggered? That I didn't know. Let's get out of here. I feel like phase 2 has begun. Phase 2 is going to involve, like, meteorites, comets. Let's get some more summons. All right. Oh, he's over there. I feel like when I get close, those things are going to launch at me. Now, I think you can use the hills and stuff to provide cover for some of his worst spell attacks. And you can see, like, nothing quite does the damage of the bubbles. Nope, I sort of screwed that. Can't believe I switched to shield and switched to bow, and then basically I hit the wrong button. That was disappointing. There we go. Why can't I block with my compound bow? But you can sort of see, like, two things. I think my damage output and blah, blah, blah is decent enough that this is doable. Oops, timed that wrong. And I'm happy to take his attention. See, now this one's tricky because it's going to sort of follow you. So you just have to outrun it. That's bad. So, I'm not doing it well at all, but it's kind of like a cool fight, right? The idea that you sort of summon all these guys and, again, if you have the patience and the time, you can let them literally carry the whole fight. That's how I did it the first time, but it takes forever, and the longer these fights take, obviously, the more likely you are to do something stupid or miss something and get caught in a mistake or just be terrible. towards it? Or does it not matter? Like, I'm just curious if there is a way to... Now, believe it or not, I think you can actually tank his main hits. Like, it might stagger you, but I think it is doable. Now, I'm wondering if, like, the bubbles feel like a good fit for this because he's so big, but he is fast, and he's often... You got to keep him at a distance. So I don't know if the bubbles are actually hitting him. They don't seem to be. If they do hit him, it's not bad, but now if you're going to pull me in, I'm going to bubble. The other advantage to being in the fight is that, is he off? Okay, let's get on our horse. Because then you keep the other guys alive. Now you just got to watch for the meteorite. There it is. And let's hunt for some summons. Yeah, so you keep your support alive if you're jumping in there, but the trick is it's when he can kill you basically in one shot. It's hard to want to get in. Is that can I summon there? Or maybe that's how it's telling you where the summons are going to end up later. But here's where it starts to get a little dicey because I haven't been keeping up with the summons. So now you get like one guy, and then it's going to make it easier for Radahn to focus attention on you. Nope, didn't want to do that. Although you do get invincibility frames, I think, when you leave your horse. But it's a risky way to dodge incoming attack as opposed to jumping. I'm just mashing. Get these summons going pronto. And again, technically speaking, the summons can carry the whole fight, which I thought was a nice touch. Get that giant hammered butt slamming guy down into the fight. Alright, here's some more. Get Blythe. Got Alexander the Jar holding his own. But for how long? Okay. Part of me wonders if it's better to lock on even from a range, because I'm having trouble tracking. Again, if I can keep his attention on me and not screw it up, I'm happy to do that if it gives them a chance to attack more. Now, if Torrent goes down, I think you can use a healing potion to get him back up. Let's see. Also, if some time passes, I think you can get torn back up. But yeah, let's... The reason why I'm going to do that is because I want to... We need to get some summons going again. So now I just got to find them. Because we had a nice wave going on there, and Radahn gave some attention to me, so it gave his... Oh. But yeah, now I have no idea where to look. I feel like this is too far out. Nope. Okay, I gotta get on this, because... He's sort of locked in on me a little bit there. Oh, there's some people. Oh. And I thought there was one... where we had just been fighting Radahn, but maybe not. Again, this... Well, she heals, I guess. That's so I get why she, I guess, is coming to be around me. She just lays down heals for you. Do I risk a bubble? I want to. So very much. Because it's a bubble. I don't think I did anything there. We got a good crew. Let's see if they have it to take the distance. Just a couple more hits, guys. Can you survive long enough? And there you go. So as you can see, you know, I hit him with the bubbles a couple of times. I didn't do much else. You know, the bubble shots I took at him. Okay, let's see about this red mark. And yeah, what I was saying is like, you know, I sort of bubbled him a bit to get him down to the halfway mark. So there you go. That's the red mark. And I'm sure if I was better at, you know, avoiding his fights, I probably could have bubbled him even more, because it seemed like the bubbles really did kind of evaporate his health pretty decently, which was a nice thing to discover. So I feel like if I had been better at this game, I could have probably cut that fight down in half, and, you know, who knows. But anyway, so Radahn is down. And what that's going to do is, so the lore involving Radahn, you know, you could see he was sort of like a gravity magic kind of guy. And so I think because of that gravity, you know, he has some impact on the stars above. And here's Blaith. So I don't think I've ever done this having chatted with Blaith as much as I have. So let's see what he says.
Ah, good. star right before our eyes. I can't fathom how Radahn was holding back something of that scale. He was a living legend if ever I saw one. And the path has now been cleared. To Nokran, where Rani's fate will be decided. Let's meet where the falling star bit the earth. We'll take up our swords once more. For Mistress Rani. Let's meet where the fallen will go into
Okay.
the purpose is to
Oh.
fight for Rani's fate. Sword and fang. The curtain's rising. On the final act. Let's meet where the fallen will go into my only purpose is curtain.
Okay, so we've exhausted him. But yeah, so he actually, so I guess Blythe just said he was actually holding off a star from falling. Like somehow his power over gravity was protecting. I'm not quite sure what the lore is. Again, can't recommend Bonfireside Chat enough because I'm sure they go into it in great detail. I'm sure we have a level at this point. What do we got? Oh, we got one level. I guess it's something. What do we need? We need 28,000-ish, 27 and change. I wonder if we have, I doubt we have enough for that. Anyway. And of course they very generously give us this. Although, I should have stayed. Because they think there's a dungeon over there. Or something. Oh, this puts you way outside the castle. Okay. Anyway, Nokran is what we wanted to, what I wanted to open up. Because for a couple of reasons. One, it forwards Rani's quest. Rani's quest helps you get things like the Moonlight Greatsword, which is a really good intelligence-based two-hand. Well, you don't have to use a two-handed, but a massive sword. What else? It gives you an item you need for a tower. Obviously, it opens up the ending, and it also clears the way for us to get the 2 ashes that I'm looking to use. So, where am I? So there was multiple reasons why I wanted to progress Rani's quest line, and the thing that was stopping us was Radahn, because it opens up Nokran, which we need to do for just about all of those. So I don't know. It's been a long, long while, but if you remember one point we were like running around Caelid, and there was actually a thing on the cliff up there that sort of sent a blue trail down below here, pointing towards something, but I just don't remember where it is along this cliff face. So, I can't jinx it now because the fight's over. That went a little better than I expected. I wonder if there's like a painting location down here as well. Obviously I didn't do it in one. I'm not, even if I knew what was coming, I'm not a good enough player to do that in one. But again, when I did it the first time, it took forever because I didn't have the bubble blower. I wasn't doing a ton of damage. So you're looking off toward the castle. We'll have to sort of keep that in mind. And you got the arches, but you're sort of higher up, though. That's what's throwing me a little bit. Makes me wonder if it's actually above. Because there's the castle. Anyway. That went a little better than I thought. And again, had I been actually contributing to the fight with the bubbles, I think I was over-leveled enough to do decent damage. All right, so you can sort of see just how far out you got to come to get to this dungeon, and yeah, you know, again, I thought for a second there, I feel like you know we're in the ballpark of where we need to be for that painting, but I think we need to be higher up. I think it's like midway along the cliffs, and again, I apologize. There might be more lawn mowing. I'm not sure how much more I can do, but there might be some more lawn service stuff going on. And I like that there's like little boats there on the map, and then if you look out there, you can see like the corresponding shipwrecks. But yeah, let's take a look and see what's here. Surprising number of bloodstains. It looks like that guy just ran out there deliberately. I'm not sure why you'd want to do that, but and again, I apologize for the lawnmower. I'm going to mute and maybe talk less here, so. Well, there you go. You can see one of the soldiers below sort of has that kind of Melania-esque armor going on, so I wonder if that's like a general... And you could see, like, in the cutscene with Radahn, that was the type of corpse he was dragging to feast on. So I wonder if that's like a certain kind of armor set that represents a certain kind of soldier, like a Scarlet Rot army of Melania. Not sure where that shot came from. I'm curious if the bubbles had the range or not, or if it's just best to run past. kind of a cruel message getting you to look for a path while you're getting dropped in on from behind. Now you saw, like, I have no idea where I am. I just sort of ran through some hallways and just went for it, so I'm not exactly clear where I ended up from that. Ah, crap. I was hoping to avoid that. Scarlet Rot eats so much of your HP, I'd basically be drinking down the rest of my potions to do that, and I want to explore some, so... I don't think this is the opening. Is this the opening? It is. See if I can bubble him from beneath. Not really. Okay. So he seems to be sort of on Overwatch. So, okay, so I've covered below. I need to go straight. Okay, I wonder if there's a way to... Okay, so that's a quick boss run if I need to do it. So now the question is, oh, okay. So that's the boss run. So I need to figure out, I need to not panic run through this top hallway. I think I covered a lot of what's underneath. But it's interesting, you know, you got Scarlet Rot underneath, which is definitely a byproduct of the battle between Radahn and Melania, which is why Caelid is what it is. You got the Melania style armor. So it's interesting that this is like an extension, like the fight isn't over, you know, between Radahn and, you know, these ghosts are sort of lost to time. Can I... So last time I just sort of panicked and... Let's see if I can... just get past him. The reason why I'm just running is because... whoops. That guy hits hard. They... I forgot to pick up my souls. Crap. That was like 37,000 souls. They just instantly respawn, so... I don't know if there's any reason to engage unless I can figure out what makes them disappear. I can't tell. The lawn mowing has gotten less, but I probably should be muting still. But if I mute, I can't drone on endlessly with nothing to say. So... it's kind of interesting, you know, like oh wait, this is not the way I want to go. You know, I sort of was talking about like noise rejection, microphones, blah, blah, blah. Like I really enjoy sort of trying to figure out audio. And that's getting worse again. I forgot where I was going with all that noise canceling, microphone, blah, blah, blah. Man, so what? So maybe it's that second window you have to jump through? You know, there's some things I need to collect from that end room, but... For a second there, I thought that guy at the end was going to be a little more corporeal, and so you had to fight him, and I was like, how am I going to do this while I'm actually trying to deal with everything else? But in the end, he didn't seem... What if I just take this guy out? This guy's tough. He's gonna come up behind me or something. Let's see if I can... There's some stuff in that room that I wanted to get, and I don't care if I die after that. Obviously, there's no souls on the table for this. Not sure Grave Glove Ward is worth it, to be honest with you. Now let's jump through this window. What's the best way to... Oh, crap. That is a very strategic window. Yeah, so, you know, like, I've probably gone into this a little bit too much, but I find audio interesting. And so I've got a Rode Procaster 2, which I was watching I think the guy's name is Julian Krause. He does a lot of really in-depth, sort of hardcore. Did that get any? No, nothing. Hardcore audio videos on YouTube, and he was talking about, like, do you need a FET head or some kind of cloud lifter or something with certain mics? And so we sort of broke down this table of, like, yeah, you know, like, if the self noise of your preamps is one thing, then yes, or if it's this range, no. And I think, oh crap, it's gonna go badly. I need to get out of here. And I think the Rode Procaster 2 has preamps that are quiet enough where the FET head doesn't matter. But the thing I couldn't figure out is if, but he's like, if you're a quiet talker or you whisper, and that I tend to be. So right now I've sort of stuck with using, I can't hear any difference myself in terms of, like, you know, because I've heard some people say, or maybe it was Rode, say if you need a FET head, it's going to add noise to the vocal chain. I can't notice it, but I will say that I know that oh crap. You know, did I do the wrong one? I think I did the wrong one. Yeah, that was a disaster. You know, and like right now I'm using a, like, you know, the SM7B has, you know, self noise of like 22 or something. Right now I'm on a Rode PodMic USB, which has a self noise of 19. I don't know if it helps with that at all. My quietest mic is the Lewitt 440 Pure, which I think has like a 7. But I feel like by keeping, you know, I'm at like, my gains at like 20, 22 dB instead of like 55 that I'd be doing without the FET head. I feel like that's got to help somehow. I don't know if it does, but... Was this the wrong one? I thought that was the right one. No, this is going to go poorly. Nope, that's the one I got to... Okay. This is proving to be harder than the Radahn fight. But, you know, but in some ways it makes sense, right? Because there's not really anything I can do. At least I don't know how to make these guys go away permanently, so... Maybe there is a way to make them go away permanently. Using audio cues to sort of listen for when that arrow shot came out. So yeah, like I don't love this kind of stuff because it's sort of, you don't have a ton of agency, right? You know, it's just like run and hope for the best. There we go. Can I bubble from this range? Nope. Actually, should have followed him down. I'd much rather deal with him down there than up here. But so be it. All right, so we got some more Scarlet Rot ahead. Now again, is there any point to dealing with her? And by dealing with her, I mean get impaled and immediately killed. Or again, is it better, should I just be running past, seeing what's behind her, and going for it on a suicide run? We've already lost the 37,000 souls, so 5 is not a big deal. Like, is it even worth fighting the... I mean, I was taking it careful, but, like, maybe those imps aren't even worth it. You just blow right past everything. Not that I'm good at blowing past everything, but you know what I mean. It looks like he's sort of shooting Radahn's arrows. You know, smaller versions of Radahn's arrows. God damn it. I was trying to avoid... I thought I heard audio cues for the arrow. It looks like he's putting them into the wall. And then these guys take me down. I'll be curious. Maybe... I don't know if it'll be this run given the rate I'm doing this at, but I wonder if there's a way at the end of all of this to just have all these things disappear. I feel like that can't be true, but it would be nice if it was something you could figure out. Got stuck on the goddamn wall. All right. Okay. I just want to see what's in there. It's probably stupid, but let's see what's in there. Some ashes, that's kind of cool. But not the end of the... Man, now there's delivery trucks outside. There's all sorts of stuff going on today. So I'm not gonna lie, the point of this was sort of like a suicide run just to see if I could find the thing. All right, so now I'm starting to wonder, did I ever go through the second window? I definitely did the first in a panic. I definitely did the third and got the Radahn soldier's ashes. But did I ever go through the second window? That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, clearly there could be a lot more that I'm missing. Maybe there's more stuff down there, other passages, but I thought that seemed pretty self-contained down below. So this is the second window, I think. Where does this take us? Oh, it just takes us down. Okay. Where's the first one take us? Doesn't it take us also into here? Maybe it doesn't? Did I never do the first window? That I thought I did. Well, I definitely missed something down here, obviously, so... Maybe there's more? So I think we've been up that staircase, because I think it just takes us back up to the top. Why do you gotta bother me, lady? I got no skin in this game. We've definitely been here. I'm gonna get Scarlet Rot. I'm gonna get impaled, I guess is more immediate. I appreciate that the special attack for my current weapon is called Bubble Shower. They didn't they didn't come up with a name for it that was like Bubble Storm or anything like that. It's just Bubble Shower. So the second one didn't do anything. The third one doesn't do anything. Let me... For a second, let me try the third second. Let me try that first one. Again, I could have swore we did the first one in a panic, but maybe I was able to panic my way through the first one. But I thought I did. Okay. I might have to... Let's see if I can get through that window one time, and then... But again, I could have swore I did that. I felt like it all takes you to that same room. But if I don't make some progress here, I might have to pause for the time being and pick it back up next time. I like that it's at least a straight boss run if I can ever figure out where the... Yeah, so that takes us there. That one takes us there. The third one takes us up top and lets us keep going. Just hit me so I can counter. Is this what we're doing? Okay. Although I am picking up a decent number of souls for not really doing very much. So I feel like this just goes back up to the first floor. Again, I'm just going to sort of... I don't care about getting Scarlet Rot. I'm just going to run around and suicide a bit just to explore. That staircase doesn't go anywhere. So that's those two. Is there anything off in the corners that I'm missing? This is where I came from, I believe. I doubt that's true. Okay, so let's pause here, and we'll figure this out next time. I mean, the main thing is, I mean, I know I got distracted, but the main thing is, you know, as we get stuck here in the Ward Dead catacombs, you know, we took down Radahn, and that's going to open up a whole new series of paths that we can take that we need to do. So that's good, because I was sort of like, oh, we could start clearing this and that, but we can keep moving forward. So thanks again, and talk to you next time.